My name is Pandora. Pandora Grosvenor. My cousin and I were inseparable. Shipwrecked. Lost in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Surrounded by unknown islands and strange adults. When I met Corto, I was still a child. It was in November 1913.
You little tramp!
The Great War had not yet been declared. However, on the catamaran that rescued us, led by that horrible Captain Rasputin, no one would have wagered a bottle of rum that peace would prevail. Those people wanted war. Pirates, sailors, spies, and the military.
Monk, I rescued 2 children who are worth a fortune.
The boy and girl have nothing to do with this. They shouldn't be involved.
No one tells me what to do.
How dare you laugh at me? You don't know! How dare you!
Cranial, you'll take over for me while I'm gone.
Submarines in the Pacific Ocean? You idiotic fool.
You two go. I'm staying.
The crew is ready for full inspection, Lieutenant.
I don't think spit-shine shoes are our priority right now. What do you think, sailor?
It's just that the monk wants you, sir.
All right, fine, I'm coming.
I've been trying to call Escondida for the last 3 days, but Cranio's not responding. I have the feeling something has happened. What do you think?
Me? I think he just refuses to talk to you.
Refuses? That's impossible. I'm the monk, king of Escondida.
You asked for my opinion, and I gave it. So what's your plan now?
We'll head for Escondida.
So I guess we won't be sinking the Port Kembla. What a pity. A liner filled with women and children would have been one of our best deeds yet.
You seem so bitter, Lieutenant. We're at war, and war kills people. You can't spare lives just to satisfy your gentlemanly soul.
Shark, I seek an island. It can't be very far from here. It's called Uranea. We're here, Pandora. Get up, look. Goodbye, Mao. Joa Rana.
But I had to. Cranio wanted to surrender to the Japanese, I swear. I had no choice but to kill him. I'm telling the truth.
And the children, the Grosvenors?
They disappeared. We looked for them everywhere, but they're gone.
They just disappeared? You and I need to have a little chat.
A shark, you say?
That's right. A friendly one. I know, Uncle Rinald, it doesn't seem possible, but I swear it's the truth. I saw it with my own eyes.
That's absurd. If I told your preposterous story to the Admiralty, they'd laugh in my face.
What's important is to find Escondida, don't you think? Taro can also navigate using the stars, and it will be dark soon.
Monk, the English are gonna be here soon.
Come on, you know how they are. It'll take them months to find Escondida.
With a navigator like Taro, they could be here any moment.
All right then, what do you suggest?
We've got to abandon Escondida.
Are you mad? This island belongs to me. The monk would rather die than run away.
Well, die then.
Impossible. I've already done that once.
Well, I'm sure we can find a solution to that. You could half die and half run away.
Ah, Corto, that's what I like most about you. You always see the humorous side of things. I'm glad you're all in one piece, Corto.
Corto?
Oh, it's you. Evening.
Good evening, Slutter.
The German fleet in the South Pacific surrendered. I've done some terrible things, and for nothing. Here, Germany's already lost the war. I heard the Groveners disappeared.
Yeah. Pandora got away, and Kane is in a safe place.
I'm glad. Make sure that the monk doesn't find him.
How come?
People talk more easily when they're closed inside a submarine, even the monk. He told me some things regarding Kane and Pandora, and about their demented millionaire family.
Did I frighten you, Kane?
A little. I didn't hear you coming.
The English will soon be here. We must leave the island. You're coming with me.
You want to use me as a hostage? Is that it?
Not at all. If I take you along, it's because I like you. You mean a lot to me, Kane. Pandora as well, but unfortunately, she's no longer here.
Pandora? What happened when you went to see her in her room?
I saw someone I thought I'd never see again.
Who?
Pandora's mother. Margaret.
Aunt Margaret?
Yes, my boy. I loved her. Very, very deeply.
Tell me, who are you?
I'm the monk, and don't you ever forget it.
You seem disappointed, Corto.
I often wondered who was beneath the monk's cloak. And now that I know, I'm not sure it makes life any more interesting.
It must be snowing in my country, in Lübeck. And here, we're stifling.
Look at these young women and their little skirts. It would be a pity to wait until autumn to keep them company. Don't you agree?
You're likable for a pirate.
I do what I can, Mr. Slutter. Kind of likable yourself. For an officer.
Well, now that you finally have your new kingdom, shouldn't you start thinking about filling up the coffers? No?
What happened here?
It's the monk. He wanted to take me with him. Stutter tried to prevent him. The monk shot him, and then he ran away. I think he wants to take over the submarine.
Save my men.
We can't let the English find him. Help me.
He killed them all.
No, not yet. Not everyone. There's still time. I'm going to try to save your life. It's gonna hurt a bit, but don't move, or you'll never appear in a Wagnerian opera. Bandage him up, Kane. We're taking the monk's yacht. I'll go prepare it and meet you back here.
But...
Just do it. I'll come back and get you. Taro, you've come a long way. From cannibal to soldier in the New Zealand Army?
I was never a cannibal, but my grandfather was. So don't make me become one again.
I know, I was just joking.
You'll be glad to know that Pandora is safe and sound.
Why wouldn't I be glad? Kane is safe and sound as well. So you should be glad too.
Yes. Now move it, and don't try anything.
So this is the new Taro, eh? Rasputin, you going to a costume party or what?
Sprindolin betrayed us. He brought the New Zealanders here and made himself king.
King of Escondida? That's absurd. Move on.
Corto Maltese, born at La Valette. You're an English citizen?
When it's convenient.
How in the world did you get mixed up with this band of pirates?
What band of pirates? They're friends to me.
You have a very strange definition of friendship.
Perhaps, but it makes life more interesting.
Move it, you big pile of whale blubber.
Taro? I'm so glad to see you. Is Pandora...
Yes, she's fine, but she's still on board the destroyer. She should be landing soon.
Ah, good. And Corto Maltese?
We know you're hiding the lieutenant of the German submarine. Nevertheless, for obvious reasons, the Admiralty demands that this man...
He's a lieutenant. Lieutenant Slutter.
That Mr. Slutter be tried before a military tribunal as soon as possible. If you take us to him, then we will...
You'll what?
I have the authorization to give you £1,000 and a safe conduct.
I guess that's inflation for you. Back in the old days, 30 farthings was enough.
Take him away. Inside! Help! Hold on! We're coming! Another survivor! Over there!
But it's a Fritz. A Fritz with an English uniform.
Christian Slutter, you have been found guilty of the following crimes: piracy, treason, murder, sabotage, and espionage. Consequently, the tribunal has sentenced you to death. You shall be executed tomorrow, January 19th, 1915. Do you have anything to say?
Go to hell, all of you.
It's totally absurd. Slutter's not a pirate and certainly not a traitor.
Grow up, Pandora. You're not a child. Slutter sank the Victoria with 15 men aboard and several merchant vessels. Maybe that doesn't matter to you, but it is important to public opinion. The Admiralty wants to make an example of him.
What would you do? Uncle Reynald, huh? If your superiors gave you orders that were against your principles.
I do not believe in moral principles, Pandora. I prefer laws and facts.
Will you please answer my question?
What do you want me to say? I'm not the one who has been sentenced to death. The only thing that I can do is to authorize you to see him.
Stop looking at me with those pathetic eyes.
I know you're not a pirate or a traitor.
I'm not too fond of those accusations, but I understand their point of view. After all, I could have refused to obey orders. I could have, but there were principles and traditions. All that rubbish.
Prisoner Slutter, it's time. If you want to confess, the chaplain...
Confess what? Having obeyed my commander's orders? There's no point in prolonging this hypocrisy. I'm ready.
Miss Grosvenor, you shouldn't stay around for this. It's nothing a young lady should witness.
I'm staying.
It is my duty to inform you that Commander Grosvenor has withdrawn the accusations of treason and murder.
You'll thank him for me, won't you? Since I won't be able to myself. Can I have a last word with the German sailors, Captain?
On my command, aim, and fire!
It's all over, Grosvenor.
I'm not deaf.
Good, because I need to talk to you, Reynald. Now that the crowd is dead, I can tell you, you've made a big mistake withdrawing the accusations of treason and murder. Public opinion wants someone they can blame, and if you don't give them slaughter, they'll demand someone else's head, like yours, for example.
So, what do you suggest?
Slaughter has nothing to worry about now. Let the accusations remain. You were trying to be generous, and that's fine. But think of the living first, of their careers. In 1 year, you'll be Rear Admiral. Don't mess it up.
You again? You haven't left yet?
No, but I'll go as soon as you free Rasputin. The island's lost its charm with all these soldiers.
You can't be serious. Rasputin must be tried before the tribunal and sentenced to death.
You already got Slutter. That's enough.
Leave here immediately.
You're too eager to execute people you don't even know, Grosvenor. On the other hand, it seems you're much more lenient when it comes to family.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you a story. Sure you'll find it interesting. Once upon a time, there were 4 brothers. Let's call them Ellie, Thaddeus, Reynald, and Thomas Grosvenor. Thomas was deeply in love with a woman. Her name was Margaret, but Margaret was promised to Thaddeus.
Shut up, you bastard!
Want to hear the end? Your brother, Thomas Grosvenor, is also the monk and Pandora's real father. That's why you're going to free Rasputin, so the Admiralty won't find out.
I don't believe this. You're blackmailing me.
Why, of course. What do you expect? Hey, handsome. We're leaving. You and I mean for good. Oh, come on, Rasputin. Don't give me that look. I did it for Slutter, not for you. But what's done's done, so you're coming with me, period.
Well, if you put it that way. I do kind of like you, after all. I'll never forget what you did for me. From now on, you're my best friend.
Me? I'd rather be friends with a tarantula.
Why, you...
We're taking the monk's yacht. We've got to get out of here before Grosvenor changes his mind. You never know. These military types say one thing and do another.
We'll leave with the tide, then.
Whoa, hold it. If I say so.
Corto, I wanted to ask you. Will you let me come with you?
With us? No problem. You're the best navigator I know.
I see them. They're setting sail.
Already?
Well, come on. What's keeping you?
I'd rather stay here. I don't like goodbyes.
Corto? Corto Maltese! She's dying to come and say goodbye to you, but I know she won't.
Hey there, lovesick honey bunny.
Hello, Corto Maltese.
You look beautiful, Pandora. You make me think of a tango I once heard in Buenos Aires.
Perhaps you were with someone who looks like me.
No, not at all. You don't look like anyone else, and that's why I like you.
I won't be going with you, Corto Maltese.
Yes, I know. Farewell, Pandora. Farewell.
Goodbye, Corto.
Farewell, Kane.
Why farewell? We live in a big house in Cape Cod, with an enormous gate. You'll find it easily. And I extend the invitation to you too, Corto, and to any one of your friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.
That rotten little brat. Don't pretend you didn't notice. He didn't invite me.
Of course he invited you. What do you think "to any one of your friends" means?
And that means that you'll invite me.
No, I never said that.